Hello, hello. Hi, hi, hi. My mic is a bit low, isn't it? Hello. Wait. Hello, hello. I don't know. Okay. Hi. Then I'm going to mute just in case. But let me. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Okay. Hi, hi, hi. Hope people had a nice Monday. It was chill. It was nice because let me also put my okay. Yeah, I'll just do that. Okay. It was nice because earlier today, I was on a call with Algernon and we chatted off because they read the scripts I wrote, and so they gave me their feelings and stuff about it, and I'm very happy because they liked it and stuff, and I will do the changes and stuff. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to get to the thumbnailing and stuff stage of it all. I'll try to maybe do that this week so that the changes so that I can go to thumbnails Sunday during co-working stream. That could be nice. God, I really want to shave my head. My hair, I can't stand my hair lately. I really just want to shave it. It's bad. I've shaved it twice in the past, so it wouldn't be like the biggest shock, but I don't have the same airline as I did, so it would be a little bit of one. And also, my parents would be annoying, so mostly why I haven't done it yet, because I've been wanting to shave my head from before I cut my hair shorter, so I would have shaved it probably like 6 months ago if I wasn't at my parents right now. Okay. So, today we're going to be doing the third illustration for the calendar. Going to get that opened. Here we go. So this is a sketch so far. So the theme this month for March is going to be Valkyries. I have a little things on Valkyries that I'll read. But yeah, I mostly took inspo of those. Ooh, law. Oh, it does that sometimes. So annoying. Wait, up. Okay. From those Arthur Rackham illustrations. Arthur Rackham was an illustrator of the 19th century, I think. He did mostly fairy tales and stuff like that, and he did a lot of very cool illustrations. I have a fairy tale book illustrated by him, and I think those are. God, I don't know why he does that so much. Where am I? Here we go. I don't know why my app is going wild right now. But yeah, mostly got of those. I have a few pictures of animals and stuff because I discovered that Valkyries don't only ride horses; they also ride wild boars and wolves. So it's going to be. It's going to. If you tell me that they ride those, I'm going to use them in the illustration. I got most of my info from the World History Encyclopedia website, worldhistory.org, which seems quite nice. It's a website that speaks about a lot of different. It's an encyclopedia, you have a lot of different stuff on it, and the articles are written by teachers in university teachers and stuff. This one was on Valkyries was written by Joshua G. Mark, which was a history professor, I believe. And you can also listen to the articles, which I think is really cool because it's very inclusive to be able to do that. Because that's nice. Like if you have a hard time, if either you're like visually impaired or you have issues with reading, it is good that you can listen to the articles rather than read them, I think. But yeah, Valkyries apparently. So Valkyries are from Norse mythology. They mean chooser of the slain, and their roles in Norse mythology was to basically go to battlefields and decide the fate of the warriors in battle, and then carry the worthy to Odin's Valhalla, to then be able to fight beside Odin during the Ragnarok, basically. They were figured depicted as warrior women, either on horseback, on wolves, or on boar, and were usually armed with a spear. They come from Norse mythologies and stuff. But most of what we know on Valkyries now come from the 13th century, with Prose Edda and the Poetic Edda, which are collections of earlier Norse tales, because they used to be, of course, word-to-mouth tales, but as time happened, sadly, of course, since the North were taken over by Christians, those tales are usually very twisted from the view of those Christians. So some stuff has been changed from the original tales, I think, sadly. Like, for example, I saw something. Oh, yes, also associated with ravens. I wanted to put ravens in there, but I forgot. It's fine. They won't be ravens, it's okay. But they're also very associated with ravens. And ravens are symbols of second sight, divination, and flight. But yeah, basically, I've seen. Also, I had a color palette I wanted to use. Give me a second. Here we go. I've seen that. Here we go. So yeah, since a lot of Norse tales has been impacted by, of course, Christians and Catholicism and stuff like that, they went kind of from figures that would be apparently more just in general linked to death and linked to taking the ones that fall in battle and then bring them to Valhalla and stuff, bring them to the afterlife in general. Then it became like, oh yeah, it takes like the good warriors and stuff. So, you know, of course I'm not an expert in any means, but it was interesting to see that it seems that, of course, those have twisted the that's not what I wanted to take. Those have twisted the tails and stuff. I'll start with just doing a little bit of color placing and stuff, and then I'll go to doing the actual rendering that I wanted to see first. I'm going to double those just so that I can duplicate them and do this, and then there we go. That way I see better like that, rather than have them be, you know, that's what's here. On red, because on red it won't help me. Here. Hi Nan, how are you? So for March, it's going to be Valkyries. So this is the sketch. You can't really see here, but this is a 03. Just because of the color in the back. Looks very similar. It's going to be Valkyries. Hehe. Hope you're doing well. I think it's the only myth I have in the list from Norse mythology. I mean, to be fair, I try to not repeat. Through the month. Yeah, I wanted to do them charging. Also, I learned that they can. I thought they only rode like Pegasus or flying horses or just horses in general. And I learned that first of all, there's no Pegasus. That's just random ass things. But it's also boars and wolves. And I was like, oh, I have to draw them on their wild boars and with the wolves as well. Even though drawing animals isn't my favorite thing, I'm like, ugh, I have to, it's too fun, it's too funky. This color, yeah. Yes. Just they usually do that white. The color of the hat. Oh, okay, good. Boars are so cute. They are terrifying in terms of strength and stuff, but they're really cute. I don't think I've ever seen a wild boar though. Maybe at a zoo or like something along those lines, but never in person. I don't think. I mean, except there, but never like in the wild, which is reassuring. I don't think you're supposed to, but I've been places where there supposedly are so. I could have. They're just little guys, you know. I mean, little. Subjective, but they're just guys. More something like that, I think. Oh no, this one, the purplish one. Then I can just play on nuances around that. This kind of hazel is really hard. It's going to be really hard to do because I can tell from the picture that the tip and the root of the hair are different shades. So you have like the bits of the hair that are ginger or white, and then you have the root, or like most of the hair is going to be dark. Very pretty, but hell to draw. But I'll do that later. Just want to get some shades on him so that I know what colors I'll be working with. I think maybe something like that. Yeah, that's nice. Like, it's kind of fun because then here you have the orange next to the dark hair of his little ears, and it looks like his ears are almost blue because of the difference in color. A little bit on his nose, because he has a little bit on his nose. Like a darker color would be nice. There you go, like something like that for the ears. And the eyes. And his little feet. Little feet. Oh, Nan, I don't know if you're still hanging, but like, if you're, have you seen that I've put mist for Saturday? I am on one to do on Saturday. I am on one hand excited and on the other hand slightly worried because Antoine, like he saw it was on the planning and he was like, oh, you're going to play mist. I played it as a child and I could never go very far, and I'm like, on one hand, it's fine because you're a child, so I don't have the same capabilities as you as an adult. On the other hand, I am worried about the level. So I hope I won't be too bad at it. But I'll do my best. If there's anything math related, I'm fucked. But the rest, I should be fine. I'm going to just leave him like that for now. It's a little guy. I'm a bit worried about setup. I mean, you've probably seen it in the message. Basically, the issue I have is that since I only have a single monitor, which is my computer screen, and it takes the whole monitor when I start playing, I'm a bit worried because I wouldn't be able to have chat and stuff. But what I might just do is have chat on my phone. I think I'll just do that. I'll just have chat on the side on my phone and play on my with the full thing. As long as like you can see it in OBS, it's fine. I think I'll just have to do a few tests because I've done this before with Euro Truck when I did my one Euro Truck video. That's how I streamed it on OBS, even though it took my full screen. The only issue is going to be if there's any bad messages in chat or whatever, I will not be able to. I mean, yes, on my phone I can access it actually. There's no issues in. It has some hard-ish part. I can give you little hints if you get really stuck. Yeah, I'll for sure ask if I'm stuck and I really cannot see where it's going. I'll ask for sure. Yeah, I think it's kind of like always the same with puzzle games in general and puzzle stuff in general. It's that people's brains work so differently that you can have a very simple puzzle for someone that becomes extremely complicated for someone else just because they don't think the same way. And yeah, and the other, of course, the opposite is also extremely true. Like when I was watching the streamers that I watch play Escape Academy, some of the ones that they were not getting, I was like, this is so simple. And some of the ones they got like really quickly, I was like, I did not have that. And also there's some where I was like, oh, this makes so much sense, and actually I was wrong. So you know, always a little bit of a challenge. We'll see. But yeah, I'm excited. It'll be fun because I haven't played that many puzzle games by themselves. I've done, when I was a kid, I've done a few Layton games as a child. Literally so small that I did not know, I hadn't learned in school what I needed to beat some of the fucking puzzles. I literally have this memory of like trying as a child and then trying again in like middle school or something, which is still a child, but you know, a bit older, and then being like, oh yeah, I see now. Also, the first Layton games are a lot harder than the newer ones. Of course, I've done some Ace Attorney. I've done Within Together, which is a co-op one from the, I can't remember the name of like the series, but it's a series of puzzle games that are very fun and I really like. And I hadn't played any of them, but I had watched Let's Play of people playing all of them, and me and Algernon played that one together because we were both wanting to play it. It was really fun to do together, really quick, really short, really fun. Apart from that, I don't know if I've done any other puzzle stuff. Except from like watching stuff like that. I mean, I've done escape rooms and stuff like that, but you know, it's a bit different. But yeah, I hope I won't get too stuck with that, because that's not fun. May my brain work. And it's nice to know that, like, if I like that one, there's a bunch of other games from the series that I can play after. So that'll be fun. Ah, no. Ok, toi tu vas là. Hop là. Ok. Ok. It'd be under. Maybe this one. Yeah, that's nice. No, I want something darker than that. This one. I'm trying to not use always the same shades. I'm trying to see what shades they have on that, because I really like the color palette. To use overall. Oh, this one. It's not too dark. Yeah, I'll use that. the grey nose, and then the wolf. Same, wolves have like very intricate patterning and like color stories and stuff. Yeah, maybe something a bit like this. And then over it, darker browns and stuff. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll do that. Over, and then change the colors. I'll change that because I'm worried that... There you go. I'm worried that I'll forget it's there and just not do it later on. That has happened before to me, so... That has happened. I did make them like categorically white though, so I might change the skin color. Because I made everything so orange and I made them very blue tinted. So I'll change the skin color in a minute. That's the issue when that is the first thing you color, is then, oh, that is not a skin color that should exist. I mean, that I should put on them, rather. Here we go. And more pink. Here we go. And then that brown or totally dark. Oh, that's better. Do that like this. And there's also some white in here, so go. Here we go. Okay, for now that's fine. Let's change the skin color now. Ooh, that's too pink. That should be more neutral. That's too yellow. That's way too yellow. That's fine. Here we go. Yeah, that's better. Then behind them, the clouds. Hop là. I've seen people start to. I mean, of course, because it's the 1st of October, but like start to do that starting Inktober and stuff like that. Which kudos, I'm not doing that this year. I have a bit too much work for that. But yeah. And I just want to say a reminder that the creator of Inktober is a shithead, so if you want to do that, don't take his list, take a random list, you know, that you like the themes of, rather than encouraging him. But it's fun though to do that, but also like, if you don't do every day, if you just do a few days in the month, it's good too. Like, don't feel pressure to do everything, because I know I had that a lot when I was younger. I was like, oh, I have to do every single day or it's like a failure or whatever, but just doing one illustration is good. Just doing one is already a success in its own way. And doing one illustration a day is a lot of work, so, you know, especially if you are doing other stuff at the same time. Not right, you know. Something more like that. No. This one. Nope. That works. That works. Okay. We got a colored sketch, now it's time to render. The part that will take me 4,000 years. Let's go. Okay, I have my little clouds reference, courtesy of Helen. Because she was in a train earlier and she sent this picture. And I was like, I'll take that, thank you very much. I'll just take that blue because I want to use that blue. Thank you very much. Here we go. I don't know if I'll work with that, but it's fine. Okay, let's see. There we go. God, the only thing annoying with that brush is that it changes the color slightly, which is good for some stuff, but when you're trying to just do a border, it's not the greatest thing. Have the border not be the same color as the rest of it. Like, why are you using a darker color? What's happening? Why are you doing this to me? I trusted you. I'll just go back over probably, but annoying. Thank you. Yeah, they are very nice clouds. I was like, it was just as I was doing my sketch and I was like, well, I was going to have to look for some clouds. Nice, that I don't have to. I'm realizing literally everyone except Juno is out of time right now. Out of town right now. Pretty much. Because I was like, because Helen's out of town. How she usually lives. Dick is out of town. Antoine's out of town. Gina's doing her stream. Hopla. It's kind of fun that that's tangled out that way, and everyone is not, as they usually are. Good for them, though. Good for them. Dun, dun, dun. Thing I want to do something a bit blue that's going to not look the best if I do something a bit blue. Probably. Because that's too orange. Yeah, okay, I won't do that. I won't do that. I'll just do the normal shadow of that cloud. A warm toned illustration. Dun, 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 dun. God, I had a really big scare this morning because I had a call with Algernon at 2 p.m. and so I put my alarm and stuff on because right now I sleep way too late. So I was like, there is a chance of me just not waking up for that time. And I wake up and I realize that my phone is dead, so I have no more battery in my phone. And I'm like, oh fuck, I fully slept through an alarm because my phone just got no more battery during the night. Which I don't even know how that happened because I usually notice if my phone is low battery and I would have plugged it in, so I don't know. But yeah, died during the night, and so I'm like, fuck. And I got lucky because I did wake up like an hour before the call was scheduled, so it was all fine. But I got a very big rush of like plugging in my phone, being like, what time is it? Fuck, I fully slept through that. I'm so fucking sorry. Then it was fully fine. But I was like, ah. Okay. That's fine, I think. Clouds wise. I should do the background as well. Wait a minute. There we go. Like, when I was in school, the only like usually I would have very few leaves or like absences in school, and the few times I would have one or lateness would usually be like twice a year. I would not wake up and then be like, oopsie. I fell asleep through my alarm and didn't wake up because my body didn't needed that sleep and didn't wake me up. And that would usually happen like once a year through the school year. Had my one time. I think it happened like twice in one year, but my last years were a bit more chill because I had some at home and stuff, so it wasn't as hard to wake up for that because I've had classes where I would just wake up, put the class on Zoom, and then go back to sleep. And then do the work a bit later once I was awake. But, yeah. There should be more tolerance for just being late because it happens, you know, like... And I say that as someone who, like, if a kid skips class, who the fuck cares? But I say that as someone who like spent my entire academic year being there. And the only time I think I've ever skipped class was okay, I'll set on another layer, that'll be easier. The only time I've ever skipped class ever, I think, in my academic years was because I needed to finish a project in another class. I skipped, I think, I skipped a math class in my first year of high school because we needed to finish our student film. So I was skipping class to be in another class. So like, I say that as someone who is very much like, was at least very much in school a stickler for rules and stuff, so. You know. Because I think at the end of the day, if, like, not who cares, because of course we should care, but I think as long as the kid is getting what they need from class, it shouldn't really matter. And I love putting myself alone in debates. And like, as long as they're not like skipping every class, I think it's fine. Or like every class of one teacher or whatever, I think it's fine. Like, please let kids have mental health and sleep in from time to time when you're asking them to have surreal plannings and days and stuff. That's how the working world will work. First of all, not always true, and second of all, yes, then let them sleep when they actually need it as kids. God, I hate the whole argument of, oh yeah, kids should do this in school because that's how the real world works, because most of the time those arguments are bullshit. Like uniforms, most jobs that I know, yeah, you have quote unquote a uniform, and the uniform is like an apron or like a vest, so exactly very strict, and like then you just like dress whatever. It's already a shit argument, but also, yeah, that's more argument for me to let the kids do whatever, like be a bit more free in school, because you're telling me like, oh yes, they're going to have no freedom in the future, therefore they should have no freedom now. It's not a good argument. It's not in my book. Go. I just need to make sure that this is not, those two actually are not over. The girly pups. Going to just erase a little bit. The thing is, I can't do one then the other. Okay, there we go. Going to not erase the most, like, either, because it's fine if I pass over it then, but gotta be careful, because if I erase too much then the whole effect will be ruined, so. Also, I gave my Valkyries full face masks, like full helmets, because I love the look of full helmets. I just think it looks so cool. I know it's not accurate in the least, like, but I really like them. It could have been accurate is what matters, I think. I mean, it could have, you know, but not exactly, but you know. I don't know if anyone was using full face helmets at the time in the 13th century. Probably, right? Just not in those places. But yeah. Go. Then this one. Here we go. Perfect. Yopla. Yopla. I love that she's like, yeehaw! I just need to take where you are, here, this out. Up. There we go. There we go. Oh no. Here we go. Now onto the girlies. Going to use HB1 rather. 6B1, not HB1. Okay. No problem. Not like that, at least. More like these kind of cards for the shadows. Yes. Yeah. There you go. No. More red, more color. More footwork, more passion, more energy, more footwork. Also, I don't want to bring me bad luck. Oh, I don't need to have that big. To bring me bad luck, but I haven't really sniffled or anything in a while, so I'm happy. That might mean that that was just a 1-2 day things. Hopefully. I really hope so. Just like getting used to the new temperatures. Ooh, yeah. Nice. So one thing I really anticipate about having decided to do a comic about angels in general is, with one of the main characters are angels, is having to draw wings 24/7 on all of them. I am really not excited for that part. I need to find a way to draw wings that I'm happy with and is also extremely lazy, so I can just like detail them when it's like chapters that make sense for them to be detailed in, but have an overall like look that I still like but is quite lazy. I've seen a few examples, I need to try them out. Makes them a bit minor stuff, like test stuff. Because got that and the fight scenes, I am I mean, I'm more excited to do the fight scenes than to have to draw wings everywhere, but overall, definitely a choice of my part, but yeah. We'll see, I guess. We'll see. Behind that, because that would go. Okay, yeah. I see. I saw someone reply on Twitter to someone saying like, oh, but like AI art saves you so much time and stuff. Like, not quoting anyone, but like quoting within this tweet, like just writing it as a quote and saying, yeah, but that's the whole point. Like, I'm doing art because it takes time, because it makes me like take the time to do the thing, and like that's the fun part of it. Why would I want to skip the fun part of it? You don't buy a video game and then expect to just like play for 5 minutes. You actually want to play the game, and I very much agree on that. Like, this is the fun part of it. This is me doing the fun. Also, like, this is an orange technically. It looks so blue. It's so fun. This is a fun part of it. Like, rendering it all, like seeing it come to life is the fun part of it. Why would you want to make me skip that part of it? Like, that's the whole point why I'm even doing it. Also, acting like AI is so fast, that's not even true. Oh. Okay. Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay. Make sure I have to write the right writing for the name. I'm writing the name, okay. Okay. It's going to be time for a bathroom break. Be right back. I always wonder if my writing is readable, but I think it is. I really need to make that bathroom break sign for when I go to the bathroom for stream, but I always consistently forget, so you know. Be right back. And I'm back. Here we go. No, not that much. Need to make that slightly darker. I don't think I need this anymore so far. I'll need it again when I do the animals, but so far I'm fine. Too much. Here we go. Okay. Good, good, good. Okay. Hello, hi. Thank you, Pilsner Grip. Why did that not go on, though? Oh, it did. Thank you, Pilsner Grip, for the follow. Very kind of you. I got jump scared by that. But thank you very much. I think that's like, if you're like, I was focusing so hard on my thing. I'm like, no worries. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you have a nice day too. I was so focused on my thing. I was like, okay, so then I just like this, like the grip is not exactly right on the thing, so I need to move that a little bit and stuff. And of course, since like obviously I'm not a big channel or anything, I don't get the follow or listen a lot, so I'm not used to hearing it often. So I was like hyper focused and also like in the middle of the thing, so I was like, ah! It's in that kind of moment, and I'm glad that I put the PNG tuber while I draw, because you would have seen panic in my eyes of what is happening. But thank you very much. Oh yeah, I'm an illustrator. So art is my job. At least I try to make it my job, kind of. It's hard right now for artists out there, but I do what I can, but yes. And right now, by the way, if you like the illustration for this, at least so far, oh, thank you. This is going to be part of a calendar that I'm doing, where every Tuesday I'm doing a different illustration for the calendar. The Discord has voted, and so we're doing myth and different fantasy myths and stuff. So we're doing Valkyries for March, which is what's happening right now. And at the end of doing all of the illustrations, I'm going to put them together really nicely in 2 different PDFs, one that's printable and one that's more digital, for people to be able to have, so that they can have nice little calendars for 2025 with all of the illustrations together. That's the idea right now. And I'll put that on my coffee. Yeah. Ah, thank you. Also did it myself, of course. It's not really updated because I don't have long hair anymore, but he's staying around. I really like the way I did the hair on him, so I'm like, should be fine without the thing. Trying to make sure. Is that? No, it's fine. I just need to take a bit of here. Here goes better. Here we go. Yeah, she's fine. It really depends for what. Think I'm more used to digital art. I do a lot more of digital art because it's simpler in a way, like it's a lot quicker. I don't have to get anything out. But I do love traditional art as well. I was trained in both, so it helps. It's just like also for a lot of things, since a lot of the work that I do or have to do is for digital stuff, or I have to send it or whatever, and I don't have a really good quality scanner, and I'm not the best at color correcting and stuff like that, it's also just a lot easier. Like I've done like paintings and stuff, painting series, and I have just no idea how to potentially put that anywhere, because I'm just like, I would need to way too big to be scanned, or like not able to be scanned, and I don't have the place to photograph it or whatever. So it's also out of convenience for sure. Yeah, I still paint. I paint from time to time. I've done painting streams on here, which is always a bit of a mess because I have an overhead camera and then the light is not always great. I need to find solutions for that, but I still paint, yeah. I try to paint semi-frequently at least. But yeah, digital art is easier out of convenience. Also, I like digital art. Like, I don't only do it out of convenience. It's also very good in general. I like both for different reasons. But yeah, it does help when I can just take my iPad and just go ham on it rather than have to take out everything I own on my desk to paint. But I do, well, I'd say the only medium, I love classical mediums that I really don't use is oil paints, because I've never really learned and I easily get headaches, so I don't really want to have to go through that. Yeah, also much cheaper, truly. Like, I don't need to pay anything else. And also out of much cheaper, because when I went to art school, basically they trained us in acrylics, and then they told us, well, if you want to learn oils, we're not going to do classes specifically on them, but you can bring your oils and we'll like do a little intro, and then instead of doing acrylics you can do oils if you so want. And I was like, well, we just bought a full acrylic set, I'm not going to go buy oils now, so no thank you. But I do really want to like try it, or like, because I know there's water-based oil paints now that I could try. So I'm really curious about that, because I've also seen all of my friends that were doing acrylics go to oils and be like, this is so much smoother and easier and stuff, and I'm like, ugh, I want to try. But yeah. Just the fact that people that were painting in oil paints were in their own little room on the side during those classes, and you could smell the different stuff from the paints very clearly in front of the corridor. Was enough because I already got headaches from just acrylics, so I was like, I'm fine with that, and where I am now is not very well ventilated, so I don't want to tempt it. But yeah, digital, once you have like the one thing, it's fine. Yeah, I've also done streams where I'm just like sketching in my sketchbooks and stuff. So I do love to do like a bunch of different things, so. I'm very much an art nerd in all senses of the term. Like, I like to draw and I like to know about drawing. Is it like toxic? Well, if you take... The thing with oil paints is that any paint fumes in general, if you breathe too much of them, is going to be toxic. Like, acrylics is literally plastic. Oil paint, on the other hand, is kind of like a gateway to that. That's really quick. It can be quite toxic. There's a reason, like a lot of artists, what they do is they wear masks and they wear gloves while they use oil paints, and they have to be in very well ventilated areas because you can faint. So you have to be careful. Like, there are artists within their time that have died because of it, I believe. I can't remember. It's not the paint itself, it's more like what you use with it, which is like gasoline, white spirit, those kind of products that are quite toxic. Yeah, you don't really think about it. But it does make a lot of sense. But yeah, it's mostly like, because I think the paint itself is fine, but it's mostly white spirit and having gasoline near to you, breathing that in constantly is not, I think, great for the body. Bum, 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 bum. Like, for the price, I'd rather do watercolors or gouache or acrylics. Like, you know. Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you. That's really nice. I'd love to do art for games. It's really hard to do so, but it'd be fun. Especially right now, since we're in a very 3D focused era. People are usually looking for people that can do 3D and 2D, and I cannot do 3D. Or for people that have a lot of experience, which, like, granted, I get it, but you know. And thank you, you're very kind. I didn't... Oh, not what I wanted to do. Here we go. Something I really like to do. I haven't done that in a little bit, but I think it's funny. It's just seeing what it looks like with just rendered frame on. Here we go. Oh, I've pretty much really redone the whole thing. That's funky. Thought I was at least less than that. Here we go. I'm currently going back to older games, also some adventure games, so it reminds me of them. I see, I see. What kind of game? I mean, adventure games, of course, but like, if you have any like specific one in mind. Because I don't think I know that many adventure games, because I've never been the kind of game I've been the most drawn to. So I'm always a bit curious. Broken Sword or Full Throttle? Let me check that out. Because sometimes the name won't tell me anything. Ooh. Funky. No, I don't think I've ever seen that. And the second one is Full Throttle. I see what you mean though. The Full Throttle images are very funky. That's a motorcycle and a half. That's very funky. Nice. Here we go. I mean, yeah, for sure. It's a good thing that you love the games that you're playing. That's a good thing. Because like when you said adventure game, I was thinking more like RPG stuff like that, so I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, point and click. I think it's because I didn't really... I mean, that's not really true. I was going to say I didn't really grow up on point and clicks, but that's not really true. But yeah, I don't always think of point and clicks because I'm not used to, so... But yes. Like I don't know if it counts as point and clicks, but like I did grow up on Professor Layton and Nintendogs, so like it's kind of like the whole point of the game. Yeah, unfortunately a dead genre. Yeah. Sadly, bring point and clicks back. I mean, there's some indie like puzzle games and stuff that do kind of get back to the point and click in a way, but definitely not big games. At least if they become big, it's not because they were well funded. Here's an additional one. Here we go. Oh no, don't worry. Please continue to yap. I'm fine with that. It's fun to talk about stuff. That was the most generic sentence ever. It's fun to talk about stuff. No, in general, I like chatting and stuff, so don't worry too much. I know how to chat while drawing, so it's not like distracting or anything. I mean, it's literally partly why I've started streaming art and stuff. It's because I was like, it's fun to do. It's fun to be able to like chat while you work and things, so. I often find myself on streams that are about making art, but I don't want to hijack them. Yeah, don't try too much. I think, I mean, it depends on the people, because some people can be very shy or, like, not want to say anything, especially if, like, right now you're the only one really speaking in chat, which I fully get, because I can be a bit shy and stuff too. But I think, like, as long as the person is clearly responding and engaging with you, I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, as long as you're not, like, going in and derailing the entire subject, that's fine. And I wasn't talking about anything, so, you know, I think that's fine. Okay, that's more of the vibe that I do like just... I do my little thing, interact with people, that's fun. Ooh, Juno Raid! Hi, Lavita! Hi, Juno! We're doing, so we're continuing on me doing a calendar every Tuesday. I'm going to continue doing the calendar. It's just you. I mean, it's still good. 2 people is still plenty of people, I think. But yeah, I'm continuing to do the calendar. This is the illustration for March, and I'm doing Valkyries. Thank you, Vita. That's going to be one of those that I will have to finish off stream, because no way I'm finishing that in like less than an hour. No, basically Pilsner Grip, Juno is a friend of mine and she streams on YouTube, so that's why. That's why I didn't get a notification. That's why. It's cross-platforms, so it's an unofficial raid. I'm guessing Juno went to get some food, but well, if she comes by later, I'll ask her about the update on her thing, because she was still doing the Inesh cosplay, right? I'm guessing. She's with us in spirit, always, always. I mean, if she went to go get some food, I'm glad, because Girly Pop needs to eat. And she usually does that after stream, so, you know. She needs to do the buttons on the lever still. I see, I see. Nice, that's good. She always sends progress pictures and it looks so cool. That's one of the things I know how to hand sew, but I do not know. I mean, she did the fucking vest hand sewing, and I don't know how to use the machine and stuff. Because I would love to do my own clothes and things like that, but it's the kind of thing that I always put in the back of my head and then never actually learn how to do correctly. But I can do buttons, I can do things like that, but like big actual like pieces I cannot do. I've tried once or twice for cosplays. Sorry, I missed the point-and-click games you said you grew up on. I don't know if they count as point-and-clicks as the things. Wait. What's the definition? Do I have the definition? Point-and-click definition. Exactly. Adventure game with reflection that plays with a mouse or... Yeah, okay. Yeah, then... Maybe Professor Layton counts then? Stuff like that? Or like more like childhood things that I don't really have the names of. But yeah, like stuff like Professor Layton. I really like the Ace Attorney games. I didn't grow up on them, but more like puzzle vibes ones. And then I know I did more, but I fully forgot about them. Because I did not have, and that's a lot that I just like watch people play, because I didn't have a PC, so a lot of them aren't playable on Mac. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but I wanted to check more for me than anything. Counter-Strike playing with Sniper is fun and cloak too. True. It's more, then I get interested in like, oh, what actually is the definition of this? Let me check. Shooters and point and click. I never really played that many. Did I play any shooter games in my life? Have I? Yes, I'm sure I have. I've played like Overwatch twice. Is it considered a shooter game? I don't know. I've played TF2, Team Fortress 2, a bunch when I was younger. That was fun. I used to play Pyro. Monkey Island is a good example. Ah, I see. Ooh, that looks funky. I've never played Monkey Island. Yeah, on Overwatch is an FPS. Yes, I think so. I'm not good at genre game definitions. You know, so... I go with the flow of whatever someone tells me on that specific regard. To play Monkey Island, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I need to play it, but I have definitely not played it. I've played so many and never played Monkey Island. Well. Okay. I need to make sure they are all the same, and I'm not doing one with a thing and not one with the other. Ugh. Cause then like games like Return of the Obra Team, stuff like that, then they're also point and clicks then. By definition. Yeah. Yeah. Ghost Trick. Love Ghost Trick. Hayden got the game, so she's going to stream it to me on Discord at some point when she plays it, and I'm very excited to watch her play it. Thank you, Pilsner Grip. Basically, I got the color palette of. There was a very big very big image with like plenty of different color palettes, just like somewhere, which was this. There were a lot more, and I cut through them, and I took that, and I was like, let's go. So I've just like been picking from that. And then once I had that, I can just go ham with it. I really like warm. I really like doing stuff with very warm color palettes right now. Like some stuff that are very orange. I've been doing a lot of orange recently. I just have fun with it. Here we go. Yeah, lots of pink, lots of orange. I mean, it's thematically accurate since we're in autumn, even though it's going to be an illustration for March. It's fine. I just love in art stream zooming in rotation on the face. Yeah, it's very. That's the kind of thing where I'm like, I am so glad that when you do the like replay option on Procreate, it's like just this, and then the thing moves, and it's not recording all the little movements that I do, because it's just a lot of zooming and unzooming. And I don't want to make anyone sick. But I have done both, and like it is also funny to watch the other version where I'm just screen recording. It is funny though to watch them and be like, huh, if I didn't know what I was working on at that part, I would have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, because sometimes I just focus on such little stuff that do make the difference, but just, no, still. That like, I'm just looking at the canvas being like, I have no idea what I'm working on. I can see no difference anywhere. Here we go. Not sure, but I think you would need to move through a space to make anybody sick. Oh yeah, like motion sick. I see what you mean, but it's more like, you know, you can get a little bit car sick or whatever. I've been, but also I'm very sensitive to motion sickness. So I have been, for example, sick before from, not like genuinely, but I have felt sick from just playing Tears of the Kingdom before. So, you know, I feel like that could affect me, like moving the canvas in all directions and stuff. Really depends. I feel like most people it would be fine, but it's kind of like turning in all... I need to be careful with what I'm doing. Turning in all directions and things. I could see someone being like, ugh, that's making me feel a little sick. Yeah, I take myself as an example. Dang, that sucks. Yes, it does. As someone who, when Tears of the Kingdom came out, was extremely obsessed with the game, having to stop playing because I was getting sick was not fun. I was like, oh, I feel a bit sick. Oh, I should stop. But also it's good. Made me game for less long, but you know. But I don't have a fun time on public transport, I can tell you that. I mean, most of the time it's fine, but if it's for too long, I don't have a fun time. But also I know it's also just me having like very bad motion sickness. So it's kind of no one's fault. I mean, it is no one's fault, literally. Yes. I have so many chronic problems. Motion sickness is not one of them, luckily. Well, it's life telling you, well, you've got enough on that side. Let's put that side to rest, I think. And that's good. Especially if you already have a bunch of chronic problems. Luckily for me, though, I mean, unluckily for me, it's mostly the train. So I can take the bus for hours and hours and be fine, but the train I have a hard time with. Like, I went to the... Because when I went to Germany and stuff, not that long ago, I had a doctor's appointment just before to just renew the meds and stuff, and I was like, do you have anything for travel sickness? Because I get really travel sick. And he was like, well, I can give you like anti-nausea stuff, but it's not going to make it go away necessarily. And I was like, that's great. And indeed, it did not do anything. I'm the guy that seeks the most insane roller coasters. Yeah, I cannot do roller coasters. I have a very, very bad fear of heights. And I get motion sickness, so roller coasters are my nemesis. So my enemy. I am not going on any of them. I will go on the teacups once, feel a bit woozy afterwards, and be very happy with what I've done. And I will do like little train rides and stuff. Like maybe if there's like a chill water ride, I'll do that. I'm not going near any roller coasters. I have done that mistake before. I will not do it again. Yeah, like roller coasters, like Death Towers, stuff like that are... no. No, thank you. I have a hard time being standing up on a chair. I'm not going there. I'm the guy that sat in a corner and keeping the bags safe. And I'm very content with that. Except when the queue is really long, because then you just have to wait forever. But apart from that, I'm content with it. Fear of height does suck. Yeah, I agree. It doesn't, like... It would be fine if I didn't have climbing in high school when I went to high school. That would have been fine, but since I did have that, it really did suck. Because it doesn't really affect your day-to-day, mostly. Like, you don't end up on, like, a high perched stuff from time, like, frequently. I feel. Like, I just, like, if I have to get up on a chair, I'm just a bit like, but apart from that, like, it's fine. So just annoying for climbing classes. I love sport climbing, just climb it with just my arm. See, we did not have that because I'm not from the US, so we did not have that. I'm saying that like it's obligatory from the US, but I've only seen it in like US context pole climbing. But we did have, I had both experiences of going to a climbing wall place with my class and having the climbing wall in my school. Both sucked. But I was really good at like helping from the bottom, you know, like helping people climb, doing all the knots and stuff. That I really liked. But the climbing in itself, I would get really, really not that high and then start panicking. Ah, you're Czech. I see. Europeans. I'm French, so, you know, neither from the US. I don't know why in my head it's only in the US. But that's fun, so that's good for you. I see. In my head, this was such a US thing. You learn every day. But yeah, no, climbing class was not fun. I did not have great grades. And in my final year, you could choose basically what kind of sports you wanted to do for the year for your exam. And you had different options, and I just took the only options that did not have climbing. So I wasn't even able to take an option that had one of the sports that I was even remotely good at, and I was very annoyed about that. I have no art background. How would you critique it properly? Have great color and shades distribution? Would I critique it properly? Thank you, that's very nice. You know, you don't need to have, I don't think you need to have an art background to quote-unquote critique art. Rather to comment on art, because critic kind of implies giving criticism and giving ways to make it better and stuff. But just commenting on it, like saying what you like about it, that's already cool, I think. Art isn't made just for people that know, quote-unquote, how it works. That's the beauty of it, it's for everyone, even though a lot of people try to make you think it's not. Does that work well? Yes, okay, good. But I love looking at the highlights from far away, because you can really see when they work that way. It's really nice. I need to make that a bit less round though, because that's metal, that's not skin. You like the little animals? Yeah. I'm excited to paint them. I don't know when, but I will at some point. I discovered that Valkyries don't only ride horses, that they also ride boars and wolves, and I was like, I have to do this. I have to put them in. I have to put the little guys in. I've been drawing... Yeah, I know, right? That's so sick. I've been drawing so many animals thanks to this fucking thing. Because January we had Goatman, so I did a goat head for the guy. February we had Nandi, which is a sacred bull, sorry. And now we have those three. And next month is also a fucking animal. I mentioned Broken Sword. Maybe you'd like it. I love the story. It takes place in France. No! I saw... not gonna lie. When I googled it, I saw it was in France and I was like, ugh. I saw the thing and I was like, that's in France. I could, to be fair, I could. It could be a good representation of France, but... I already live in it. I don't need to see it more than that. I'm not proud of that country. I don't think I'd ever be proud of that country. I mean, rare occasions, you know. A broken clock still gives the time twice a day. But, yeah. Escapism. I should probably do a little thing like that. Yeah. I went to, funnily enough, you'll tell me if it's true or not, but I went to the Czech Republic when I was in school as like a little trip, school trip. And I remember being told that they specifically, I mean, we went to the capital, of course, but I remember being told that they especially hated French people. It might have been just the city, it might have just been Prague, but because of everyone going just for like uni parties and for getting drunk and stuff like that and getting, weed. And so it was very funny because anytime a friend of mine would try to speak would like say that they're French or whatever, like people's faces changed and the customer service also with it. And I was just, the entire time I was like, I get it. And anytime we saw any French groups that were also there, I was looking badly at them because I was like, y'all are not helping. Please stop being obnoxious assholes. I'm begging you. Because they were being obnoxious assholes. We were there for like culture, so I'm like, it's fine. We did not party, we did not do like weird stuff. So it was fine. We were there for the museums. I was playing Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Almost all of it is in Prague. I liked it, but a lot of it, I was laughing at it. Yeah, I get that for sure. Anytime anything is in Paris, even though I don't live in Paris or anything, I'm just looking at it like, ugh. I was just looking at the game like, In my experience, most of the people in the world are just assholes. I wouldn't single out the countries. That is very true. That is very true. That is sad how true that is. God, I went to the Netherlands recently and it was extremely sad, I think, how much me and my friends, so it was me, another friend of mine that's also French, and our third friend was German. And it was extremely sad, I think, how much we were just like looking at each other in awe of how nice the people were. And we were just constantly looking at each other and being like, people are so nice, this is weird. And that is extremely sad, I think. And France has like the double coating of, yes, we're assholes, but also, even when we're not, people can be very cold and be very, like, they're not going to be opening up to you just because. I mean, it depends on the region, but most specifically Paris, because it depends on the region. So you do get that double thing of like, even when it's neutral, it can feel like an attack. So I get that, but also I have I only get the slightest amount of patriotism when it's against people from the US. So if they're like, oh yeah, all French people are rude, I immediately get defensive. There are specific ways in which people are assholes depending on the culture, that's true. Yeah, that is very true. But a person tries to not be xenophobic. Good call, I agree. I fully agree. I just get pissed a bit at Americans from time to time, but it's mostly people that are already talking shit, so I feel like I'm fine in doing that. I'm like, if you started it, it's fine, I'm allowed. But I think it's a good way of thinking, to like keeping an open mind and stuff. I feel like I'm the rudest to French people anyway, so you know. Anytime I see any French, like, it was very funny how me and my other French friend, when we were in the Netherlands, anytime we'd hear someone speak French, we'd just turn to each other in disgust. We're like, oh, another French tourist, like we weren't also French tourists there. Oh. We were undercover because we were speaking English most of the time, so, you know. As a Czech, Slovak friends hate Hungarians, Hungarian friend hates Ukrainians, they all hate Russians, etc. etc. Yeah, I get that. I mean, the French hate everyone, so I feel like we have beef with every single country. No, we mostly hate the British and the Germans, which is kind of funny because my boyfriend is British and most of my close friends are Germans, so I feel like I'm clear. Because I think those are the two countries we've had the most wars and stuff with. The most history. I mean, it makes sense. They're the two countries that are closest to us. I mean, we also are like close to Italy and Spain, but still. If we're talking like physical boundaries. Evan's not a French xenophobic, he's got German friends. True, that is very true. I have a group of German friends and we all get along splendidly. I mean, you know, there's a reason I decided to start streaming in English and not in French. Multiples, actually, but you know, for the sake of the joke, we're going to say one. Up. It does make me happy to know that anyone that can come on my stream will immediately know that I absolutely love Ace Attorney because all the fucking music from my playlist is from Ace Attorney. And I just vibe hardcore to it every time. God, streaming is starting to make me soften to instrumental music and I love that for me. So I got Ah, that's smart. Oui, tout est bon. Have you guys played Spiritfarer? I really loved it and recommend it a lot. Yeah, I haven't played it, but I have watched a Let's Play of it, so I know what happens in there, and I've watched my boyfriend play it as well. It is a really, really good game. I agree on that. I do love that kind of game that's very calm and going through and stuff. I can't remember if I've seen the full... I mean, I know what the ending is, so that's fine, but if you want to talk about it... Oh, I haven't done that part yet, so it's fine. But I can't remember if I've seen a full playthrough, if I've just seen bits of it. I think I maybe have not seen the full game, but I do know what happens in it. Oopsie, no. Here we go. If you play the game, you kind of know what's the point. Yeah. Yeah. Being furry. I wouldn't say that's the point of Spiritfarer, but I do hear your argument. The point of Ace Attorney isn't like a commentary on law and justice, it's about being gay. Yeah, I agree. I think it's a kind of game that you can really recommend to pretty much anyone. Because it's the gameplay, I think, like, is really hard not to get onto. And the story is very universal as well. It's like, the art of it is absolutely gorgeous as well. Yeah, above 15, yes, for sure. Maybe let's leave 12-year-olds be happy in life a little bit longer. If we can. That's not what I did on the other side. That's great. Apply. True, the story is a bit sad. I remember it playing around 15 and having fun, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I think it does really depend on the kind of person you are. For that specific kind of game. Because it's not like brute violence or anything. So I think like if you have maybe a story, like a life story that's similar or something like that, I could see someone a bit younger play it, but not too young for sure. Yeah, exactly. I could see younger kids playing it. Like maybe like I could see like a younger kid playing it with their parents as like a way to deal with grief and that kind of thing. I think that could be like a really good way to use that game for sure. But yeah, it still has like a cap limit, I think. Of not like if you're 5 years old, but like maybe I have a really hard time with ages, but like 12, 13-year-old, I could say like if you have a life story that makes sense for you to play this game, like playing it with like a parent or something, could be really, really good, I think, as a way to like deal with grief. For sure. Hifi Rush. Let me look that up. Hi, Hifi Rush. Oh, that's cute. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Action Rythme. Hmm. Hopla. All that being said, I'm going to be done for tonight. I'll get back onto it. I'll either finish this. I mean, I'll be working on this off stream for sure because I will not be able to finish it on Friday, even if I do stream it on Friday. I don't know. So, as a summary, this was the one for January, so Goatman, with the printable version. The one for February, which is Nandi, and the printable version. That's something else. And so far, the one that we have for March. I'm going to put in chat, of course. If you want like the schedule for the week or whatever, you can have it on my Twitter in the links, or you can have it on my Discord. This week we're going to have, tomorrow we have, I'm going to play Style Boutique again. That's going to be fun. I hope, always. But yeah, I'm having really a lot of fun continuing to play Style Boutique, so excited. Thursdays off, Friday, another art stream. I wanted to do patches, so I might do that. I'll see how I feel, because I wanted to paint patches to finish a thing I have started, where I have a top of mind that I'm just putting a bunch of patches, painted patches on, and I haven't finished it, so I wanted to continue to do that, but I might be just working on this again. Depends how I feel. On Saturday, I'm going to play Myst, which I have never played before, and I'm very excited to do. And on Sunday, I'm going to do a co-working writing stream again, which, depending on how my week goes, I'll either do some editing, I'll either do some writing, or I'll either do some thumbnailing. Yeah, Myst. Nan, who's in just chat is saying can't wait for Saturday, has recommended it, and it was cheap. And I was like, well, a puzzle game that I can play, I'm very excited for. So yeah, I'll be going now. Thank you all for hanging out here. Of course, resending the links to ZK Angelo's channel, because gotta shout out the friends. Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Thank you all for hanging out, and yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.